Alright folks, welcome back to the Marshall Football Walk-On Dynasty. Today we're taking on Georgia State. They are 1-3. We got 4 prospects coming in. It's an important game for us goal-wise. Georgia State's going to be 81 overall, so we've been fighting a lot of 81 overall teams. So our big goal is passing for 250 yards and rushing for 100. 2 sacks with a linebacker is possible, but it is a little bit scary. They have a left guard out. Jeez Louise, they got a strong safety, 96 overall. They still got that quarterback named Kirsten.
From the 1. He's to the 20. Room around the corner.
Marcus Hopkins with a great return. This man has got some moves, putting people in the dirt. I did skim through their roster, and honestly, they are so balanced. I'm very nervous going into this game. Like they got some, dogs out there, and we just got tackled by Casper the Friendly Ghost. Vince Randall was wide open. We were actually running, I got to remember the name of that play, but it was essentially a bunch of like drag routes. Not drags. I got to figure out what that play is called. Oh, it's called level switch. Jampy fighting for those yards. That safety and him met head on. They got a grudge against each other or something. There's some kind of bad blood. And Jampy's going to get almost in for a touchdown. Bringing in Jerry Turner, the cornerback athlete, and he gets in for a touchdown. The Fresno City Ram, the Beast. Nothing but good things to say about this kid. Now in practice this week, we really focused on form tackling. I don't know if it's going to actually assist us, but there's a penalty. Marcus Hopkins, you have got to turn around, buddy. What are we doing out here? Rayshawn Lewis eventually tracks Jamari Thrash down. Now, Thrash is a good receiver, don't get me wrong, but Marcus Hopkins is just running out there like he's got no brain in his head, like he's been lobotomized or something. This is horrific. Come on, Marcus.
He scrambled.
If anyone can explain that play, please do it. Leave me a detailed novel on what the hell just happened there. And they're going to score an easy touchdown. Amon Green, interesting spelling. And, really it wasn't tackling that drive that was the issue. It was, we fix one thing and then, another dragon pops up and shows us what to do. Hopkins, good return. Jason Sanchez, we just threw that one up as a prayer and he comes down with it. One of the transfers. Todd Daniel, good run, buddy. Vince Randall was wide open. Good stuff, guys. Let's keep it rolling. Jampy will get us that first. Vince Randall running everybody over. This man is just built differently. I'm just going to pretty much cheat and walk in. They came out in the wrong formation. That's on you dummies. They try to go for a run, and that'll be Johnny Scott with a 4-yard TFL. Good stuff, Jonathan. Going with the screen, and Stanford Chase is going to stand him up. One-on-one. Had to be him. The transfer linebacker. Let's go, boys. Defense just stepped up big time after I talked trash. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Talk trash about them, have no hope, and then they'll come out and surprise me. JMP's gonna get a huge gash there. Nice little juke move. Running with the counter. It could have been better, could have been worse. Great blocking, and Seth Jones takes advantage. Jason Sanchez wide open on that corner route. Bad stuff by their defensive coordinator. We're eating them alive right now. And speaking of eating, we're going to bring Dom Wilson in the fullback. See if we can run this triple option. Dom Wilson's going to get it. He's got like a freight train. Just blows everybody apart. That was like a bowling ball just knocking all the pins down. Dom Wilson with a clutch performance there. This man visited all the fast food spots up and down the strip before the game. He's probably got to take a shit. That's going going to be an interception by Stanford Chase. Lurked that thing right on his man. The linebacker transfer. This man has been the biggest impact player on defense. He was just staring him down. Jovan Austin on the outside. We needed that catch. 12 yards. Jampy's going to get us a solid gain there. 7 yards. Ethan Riley going to get us that first down. Barely snuck that one through. All right, we got to see what we're doing here. Seth Jones apparently doesn't know what's going on. We're going to have to burn a timeout. What the hell's going on here? Jampy is going to get himself a touchdown. The blocking was crisp. Everybody working together. The Tubby offensive line just moving weight out there. Touchdown, 3-possession lead. 3rd and 2, we'll see what we got here. We're going to not stop, or wait. Johnny Scott gets him to a 4th and inches. The defensive end tracking him down. I thought they had it.
They put so much time into trying to put a plan together.
Jason Sanchez is going to get us. He's going to break a tackle, a second tackle, a spin move off of this man. Jason Sanchez, this man is on a freaking mission today. And Jampy's going to get a huge hole, 11-yard scamper. We got our 100 yards for all of our recruits to be excited about. Seth Jones running people over out there. This man's playing good. Oh my goodness, the gashes are just getting bigger and bigger. The D-line is getting worn down, our O-line. There are some road graders out there. And Todd Daniel, the fullback, gonna get close. I didn't want to score there. I'm trying to milk all of this clock to help our defense out. Carlos Jackson beats his man handily. This man is probably a future serial killer. He just decimates folks, completely strips them of their confidence, and we got a commanding lead. And he gets gobbled up, running 4 verts, and that position not ideal. Nathan Stewart, the DB, coming in, sending a little corner blitz there. And we almost got him. He's going to get 2 yards out of it. The D-line is bringing the heat today. We got a 3rd and 11. If there's any Marshall fans watching, you got to remember Chuck Heater. I bring the heat up. Chuck Heater, our defensive coordinator, was a man. And Sean Bailey throws their quarterback down, -8, user sack. And we are just a complete animal right now. We are just firing on all cylinders here.
Turner fields it at the 42. Room around the corner.
And Jerry Turner, 28-yard return. Vince Randall, we just knew the blitz was coming. 13 yards for him. Jampy, solid run. We just had to get those yards back we lost. Don Wilson, the fullback, right where he needs to be. They are sending a lot of blitzes today. And Jerry Turner is going to walk in unprovoked, pretty much just shit in their mouth. We are getting this man to the NFL. I don't care what his overall rating is. Jerry Turner, you have got to pick that off, little buddy. That would have been a Heisman moment.
Scrambling around. They bring him down.
Got no clue what's going on here. But Jerry Turner will get credited with a sack. Good corner route by him. Scotty Watkins wraps him up. We couldn't get the 3rd down stop. That's a little frustrating, but we're up 42-7. Beggars can't be choosers, and I need to shut my mouth. No clue what they're doing here today. And they're going to get in for a touchdown. It was bound to happen. The man's name is Kirsten. That's all I got to say about that.
He's on the run. He's in trouble.
Seth Jones just working miracles out here. They had tight man coverage. Jason Sanchez, this man breaking tackles. He's got some physicality to him. Seth Jones. Jason Sanchez on the out route, 10 yards. He's been a money target today. This kid's lanky as hell, but I like his game. They got that tight man coverage, so Seth Jones just going to do it to him again. There's really nothing I can do. They're just playing tight man coverage. A lot of blitzing today, so we're doing what we got to do. You know, it's not necessarily what I want to do, but it's something. And he runs right in to Sean Bailey. That's what happens when you scramble all that time, Kirsten. And that's what happens when your parents name you that. I mean, they gotta be ashamed. What were they doing in the operating room? Was his mother just on so much pain meds and doped up? I mean, just forget it. Oh, this dude and his scrambling, man. You are such a scrub for real. You know, I could put a spy up, but honestly, we got this game in the bag. We don't need to do anything creative. You know, it's all right if they score. We'll just march down and smack the shit out of them again. He barely gets it. Rayshawn Lewis made a good tackle there. Yeah, okay, whatever. And he gets sacked. Where are you running to, Kirsten? The nearest beauty salon to get your hair fixed? Steve Wynn with the TFL. And he drops it, dipshit. Going forward on 4th and goal. We've been stopping them, but it's hard to stop the CPU 4 straight times. They're going to go short and not get it. Turnover on downs. Let's go. Good job, defense. Got a 3rd down. We're in the shadow of our own end zone here, so it's not necessarily an ideal world. And that's a dumb decision. That was all completely on me. And then Riley can't make the tackle. That was just a bad call, but good tackle on the outside. Lee Miller. He tries. Wait, what on earth is happening? Is this guy Superman? I mean, what is going on here? And now we can't tackle. What the hell are we doing out here? Alright, now I'm starting to get pissed. Alright, we're just going to come out and run the football. No sense in me keep screwing up, throwing stupid passes. Let's just get out of here and stop acting like we run shit. Good run in there. And since they decided they want to intercept my passes, we're going to go ahead and kick a field goal to drop a 50 bomb because I'm not in the mood for this crap. Seth Jones wins player of the game, 3 total touchdowns, very solid performance from him. And I know Daniel Seamer, our potential left tackle of the future, was in the stands at the concession line with those big soft pretzels with cheese and all that, getting him a funnel cake. The man did more eating here, spent $100 in concessions. We're proud of him, and he's going to need that weight to protect Seth Jones. And stats on the day, Seth Jones, very efficient, 15 for 22, 179 yards. We did not get the 250 passing, but it's all right. We got the win. The 2 interceptions were completely on me as a head coach for being a complete numbskull, idiot, dumbass, to name a few. Jampy, solid day, 21-103 and a touchdown. Seth Jones had 2 rushing touchdowns, as well as Jerry Turner. And Dom Wilson got himself 1 touchdown as well. Receiving-wise, Vince Randall had a heck of a day, 5 for 62. Sanchez has been a really good target this year. 78 yards for him. Carlos Jackson got himself a touchdown, and everybody else chipping in today. Tackle leader is going to be Jerry Turner. TFL-wise, Sean Bailey had 2 sacks. Jerry Turner got a sack and a TFL. Steve Wynn with the sack. Lee Miller, Johnny Scott, Nathan Stewart, all with TFLs as well. Interception-wise, Stanford Chase had that lurk. And Jerry Turner also had a pass deflection. Marcus Hopkins had a good day in the kick return game, and so did Jerry Turner. And punt return day, Jerry did very well. So he was very active. So for Gerald Lewis, we're going to get shut down for him to get +1 to man and +2 to press, help out our defensive backs a little bit. And for Jake Marshall, we're going to keep going into the quarterback one, +2 to throw, power and accuracy. That's always key.
Coach, congratulations on a pretty dominant win. How are you feeling?
We're feeling good. Had 4 recruits in here for a visit. Not a great day in terms of the rain. It's not ever something you want, but hey, tackle Daniel Seamer. I'm sure we really showed him what the concession stands are like, and he's feeling good. And we brought a lot of revenue in probably for them. And the team just dominated on the field. Had a few mistakes towards the end, but it's nothing we can't get over. We very dominant win.
Coach, there was a little miscommunication before halftime, and there is a rumor that offensive coordinator Jake Marshall was falling asleep up there.
Yeah, I don't know the validity behind that, but there was some kind of issue with Jake Marshall. I don't know, maybe he was taking a shit or something. The thing you guys got to realize is you're bringing a lot of negativity in here, and I'm going to tell you right now how much we all make, our offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and me, all right? So they basically let me live in my office. I got a couch, that's all I need. They give me some food money to go out and get Taco Bell or whatever trash I want to eat. So they basically pay for that, and I sleep in my office. So that's where we're really at. And offensive coordinator Jake Marshall, he's made millions in his career. He was smart with his money, so, he's just here kind of pro bono. We give him food money, and that's about it. So, yeah, finally, Gerald Lewis. We gave him a trailer. He's from Kentucky, so, typical trailer park trash. He's fitted in right well in that trailer. And we give him basically food money as well. We let him go to Popeyes. We let him get the big chicken buckets at KFC, and that pretty much seems to do the job. Wendy's, the 4 for $4. I don't know if that exists anymore, but myself, Gerald Lewis, and Jake Marshall, we're pretty much making pennies. We're just here to make sure that this organization gets on its feet and where it needs to be. Our position coaches are paid at the normal salary range, but we're trying to give more NIL money, and basically we're idiots anyway, so that's it. That's all I got to say. So stop complaining about our coordinators and me. It's time for y'all to move on. We're 3-2, hopefully trying to get to 4-2, so I'll see you guys next week.
All right, so we signed a bunch of recruits here. We got a quarterback, Carson McDowell from Huntington, West Virginia. We stole him away from West Virginia, 68 overall. He's got decent speed in Excel. Throw power is solid. Throw accuracy is pretty solid as well. So pretty much with Carson, I'm thinking we're going to give him a red shirt to let him develop while Seth Jones and Pete Edwards and everybody else competes for the job. So we're going to give him a red shirt next season, but he's definitely going to be really solid when he steps in as a freshman. And we also signed Daniel Seamer, the big, fat, gluttonous pig himself from Cincinnati, Ohio. Snatch him away from Ohio State. He's just very solid. As a freshman, he's going to come in and start. Don't know if he's going left tackle or right tackle yet, but we'll have to see who's leaving at the end of the year. Very solid blocking skills. He's going to be a really good player for us, and definitely another drain on our food financials, our nutrition system. We signed Brent Taylor, a JUCO outside linebacker. He's got pretty good speed in Excel, so he's definitely a guy who can kind of use or lurk. Just a very solid overall player, will be a big help. And we also signed JUCO Pete Edwards from Melbourne, Florida. Definitely a pure pocket passer, but an 86 throw power, 82 accuracy. I'm really at a loss if Seth Jones is going to win the job next year. He probably will, and Pete Edwards will probably back him up, depending on what happens with Lauren Davis. But Pete Edwards is a really solid pocket passing quarterback. And we also signed Donald Cotton, a young guard. He's very good. His pass blocking's not necessarily up there, but run blocking and road grading he's going to be really good at, I think. So he's definitely a big piece to this team, and he's going to probably come in, and don't know if he'll start right away. Like I said, it'll depend on what we got and who's leaving. So that's going to do it for Georgia State. We're going to stay in Georgia and take on Georgia Southern this time. They are 3-3, also a B- overall, and that is all she wrote, I suppose. I'm very happy with the team. Everybody have a good day or night, and just try to survive out there, folks.